Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Ooh, this lighting makes me look tired. All right. Anyways, whenever you come across this video, thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone who's booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the PO box, purchases off the wish list, and tipping the Corie stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you guys so much. Hello, hello. Hi, Angel, my dear. How are you? Excuse the lighting. It's not very flattering. And also my hair is kind of a wreck. Hey there. Ooh, I love that. Now it's mama time. How is everyone? Awesome. Hey Sid, how are you? Excuse my, this is a wreck, isn't it? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. The light, how are you? That looks a little better. Kinda. It's fine. That'll do. Got a little bell braid going on. You good? I'm so glad to hear that. I am so glad to hear that. What's everyone up to on this Monday evening? I thought I'd come. I figured you know, we just got done with like dinner and all that stuff, and I thought I meant to go live earlier today, and I thought, you know what, this is probably a good time to catch some people in the evening. Catch some people that we don't always catch. You know, we don't always get to talk to because it's in the middle of the day while they're at work or something. You know? All right, let's see. What does Angel need to know? What does Angel need to know? What does Angel need to know? Interesting. Some things are getting ready to mix up here, okay? Because they told me to cut the deck, which I don't usually do, which tells me that some things are going to be like mixed up, like different than normal here. Go on, Maui. Get on up there. It's okay. Yeah, because, okay, so we have the Five of Wands with the Hierophant. So something is very, with the Four of Swords, the Divine's putting to rest something, like putting this Five of Wands energy to rest here, okay? And so I feel like there's like some sort of shakeup here coming, okay? But it feels like in a good way, right? We do have the Two of Swords, so you may be a little indecisive on whether or not this is like a good thing or a bad thing, because I do feel like it couldn't come in like suddenly or quickly or something like that here, okay? But I do feel like it is very solid, very stable. It's something that maybe has been born from your heart, and it is very like it's grounded but also abundant here, okay? Yeah, so you may question it because this like shake up. Maui, go on, buddy. Hold on, guys. Come on. There you go. Just need a little encouragement, I guess. That's okay. We all do sometimes. Hey, Kara. Hey, Jenny. So, but yeah, so I feel like, but this is something, Magician at the bottom of the deck, something that you've manifested here, okay? And again, you may question like where this is coming from, or the motives, or you know what I mean, something like that here. Okay. There is also something too, this is totally side note, but you need to know, I feel like this is a good thing. This is something that you've manifested, this kind of like shake up. Okay. But also too, there is some of the things that we talked about earlier. I'm not going to go into detail like here live. There is some like traditional religious things in there too. And I think you'll know what I'm talking about, but this is also kind of, I don't know, somehow this is being brought up, or there's some sort of conflict around some sort of traditional beliefs here in that situation, Angel. To just like a little side note of like what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. Yeah, but we have the, that was the 10 of Cups with the 7 of Pentacles. Right, exactly. So some things are getting ready to shake up, but it is something, it's something that you've manifested from your heart, and it is going to move quickly, okay? How are you, Jenny? How are you, Kara? Hey, Patricia. Yes, you should be excited. Again, and it's going to be quick, and so naturally you're going to be like, wait a second. You know what I mean? Yeah, but you don't need to question that. I'm doing well. How are you? You're welcome. Thank you. Make sure to give Brian little kisses for me. Okay, this is super random. This is for someone here. I don't know who. I know it's not Angel. Somebody else. But I think there's something you may be getting ready to take a leap of faith on, and I want to, you may be doing this because you may feel stuck or kind of like in a almost feeling like maybe your back's against the wall, or like maybe there's no other way out or something. I don't know it, but I feel like you may end up with some sort of heartbreak here or burdens. Okay, because if the feeling that there's like no other way or something like that is an illusion. There's something, whoever this is for, that's like really just feeling like you're getting ready to take, and you don't have to say anything in the chat. You know, this person may even come by later, but you know, if you feel like you're getting ready to make a decision out of you know, feeling like you have no other choice, or it's just like that type of energy, there's something, the Hanged Man here, there's something that you need to go within on, because there's something, it's like whatever's reflecting to you is not real. It's just a old programming. Okay, so it's like, this is, I don't usually get these, this feels like a warning. This is like, hey, warning, right? Like is what it feels like, you know. Hey, don't do that, is what I just heard. Hey, don't do that. So whatever, it could have to do with some sort of connection, maybe with a, you know, like a partnership here with like maybe like an Empress energy, or there's a King of Pentacles underneath here. There could be two people like working together. I don't know. It feels like that doesn't have to be. That doesn't have to be. But yeah, just know. Whoever that's for. I don't know who that's for, but just take a breath. They're saying take a breath, okay? And feel that fear, right? I feel like I'm picking up on it maybe in your gut, okay? Of like this possible fear, and just like sit with that and just put your mental focus on that, and kind of allow it to, you know, breathe into it. Allow it to kind of give you a new perspective is what's coming through, okay? Because there's something that somebody's not seeing correctly. I feel like the intentions are correct, right? But there may be some sort of decision coming from survival, right? So anyways, whew, that was long-winded. I have no idea who that was for. But yeah, just, yeah. So, what else is going on with everyone? Anything? Anything new coming through? Any exciting adventures? There's a lot of red here. Something's going on with the root chakra. I feel like this is collective here. Little root chakra. There's an energy of, there was maybe someone in the past here. This feels like it wasn't intentional, right? But somebody's beliefs or their own restrictions or whatever, right? So this could have been like a parent or grandparent. There's a lot of masculine energy here, but, you know we both all have, both and all of that. But, there's this energy here where I feel like there's some old beliefs and old programming, especially when it comes to like your safety, your security, your stability, these type of things that I feel like you are burning to the ground. Also, I feel like this is collective or for whoever, I'm not sure. Hey, Tisha. So, there's, I'm not sure what this entails. It definitely is tied into the root chakra though, right? So again, that's safety, that's security, that's stability, that's being grounded. Yeah. I don't know, something about thinking somebody burned down in a fire. That fire may have been like metaphorical, but there's something about that here. Yeah, then we have the Six of Wands with the Nine of Pentacles here, right? So exactly, it's definitely tied into your finances, your security, your stability, right? So this is kind of I feel like there's a cycle that you're collectively we're going through, tied into the root chakra, that's tied into, again, it doesn't feel like someone was intentionally you know, it just feels like old limiting beliefs, right? Like, you know, things that we have learned to, you know, move past here. Yeah, I heard things that have been taking up space. They've been taking up space here. Yeah. Hey, Antoinette. I don't know who that is. Angel, that's over here. This one, right? So I painted that. Hold on. But it's like the yin and the yang, right? Like the cross, and it's like the as above and the so below, and the, you know, as within and the so without, and the 369, and the compass, and the sun and the moon. It's kind of a little bit everything, but yeah. And there's a little person sitting on the moon meditating, but yeah. I painted that in a few years ago. I think it was like 2020, 2021 when and I did that in one day. I just had this like inspiration, and it just like overcame me. It felt like I was like channeling while I was painting. It was very cool. Oh, very cool, Sid. Manifest or managing psychic abilities. That's good to know. Oh, yeah, Angel, that's a good idea. Thanks, Antoinette. Thanks, Kara. You know what's really encouraged me to start painting again is actually having an easel like outside. I don't know. It's nice. It's a different environment. It's like outside, right? And also I can just like leave the mess out, you know, because it's in my garage, right? So I can just open the door and, you know, have the sun and all the stuff, right? And I can just, you know, I don't know, just a little having more access to it, and just having it there and available when I have like a minute and I just am like wanting to do something creative or whatever, and just being able to go and sit down and like, you know, work on. I've got like 4 different pieces that are like on it, and you know, it's kind of nice. Just a little. Hey, Arkansas. But it is really nice, you know, to be creative. It kind of keeps your mind off things. Exactly, Angel. I can be as messy as I want. But yeah, we're coming right along on the deck. It's almost done. which is good. So what else is going on? I'm trying to think. So the kids start school on Friday. That will be exciting. Ooh, somebody has some sort of justice coming. Or there's some sort of comeback. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, I feel like the divine is about to assist somebody in some type of way. Okay, you may have been feeling like down or whatever and trying to figure stuff out and stuff like that, but there's some sort of like major comeback here. You may have an idea of what this plan is. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I've started one several times. And for whatever reason, actually, the most recent one I started, I got pretty far on. And actually, I had completed one before, an Angel Oracle deck, and it was gorgeous. But I just never... I don't think I could afford to have it printed at that time, and then by the time that I could, I lost it, and then I just, you know, because I created it online. It's kind of disappointing. And then I started creating one by hand, and it was going to be really cool. And I just lost the... You know, I get in these like hyper fixations, and then when it's done, it's kind of like done, and then I'll circle back around to it. Hey Tink, hey Crystal. You know, I'll circle back around to it, and you know, I'll just be sitting around one day like, what do I want to do? And I'll be like, oh my gosh, you know. That's just, I don't know. And then I'll super focus on it for a while, right? And then, you know, I don't know. How are ya? Hey, Colleen. You're good. That's good. I'm glad you're good. Oh, you know, just trying to make some money so I can take care of my children's, and also just visiting you guys. I had some time, and I was going to do this earlier, and I didn't get to it, and I thought, well, it's a good time. It was quiet. You know, we just had dinner. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Crystal. Zyla, she was all excited. We got her a couple of, you know, obviously, so we ordered a couple of pants for, you know, for school clothes or whatever from PacSun. And she got them today. We like got them, we're hoping, you know, she was wanting to wear a pair on her first day. And they're too big. We have to figure out how to get them. I'm hoping they have those kind at the store, and we can just go take them and return them and get the right size. Thanks, Tink. Do you want a reading? Or were you just being very nice? That's so sweet of you. Well, I think it's in her waist. And I don't know how to do that. Okay. Do you want me to focus on anything, or what's your question? That's hilarious. I love that. Oh, Maui's passed out. Just a general what you need to know. All right, let's see. What does Tink need to know? What does Tink need to know? One more. One more. All right. You're safe. Everything's good. Ooh, okay. So, I faintly remember you telling me that you were recently on some sort of like amoxicillin or something like that. This is whatever the Four of Swords is, can be like sickness or illness or something like that here. Okay, but we have the Ace of Cups with the Ten of Cups following, which tells me there's something about this that is also spiritual. This isn't just a physical body thing for you. This is also a very spiritual thing, connected to some sort of old cycle with your emotions. I think when it comes to relationships and maybe like your position in relationships, but also not only your position in relationships, but kind of the energy where relationships are difficult, right? Where people can be competitive or not kind, or where you have to kind of get in, you know, maybe survival mode, or kind of put your defensives up or defend yourself. This is tied into this, right? This physical illness is helping to heal something very much tied into this. Okay. Yeah, and it makes me feel like you're going to be feeling very empowered. I don't know. And there's also something about like being around that I feel like a new group. Like, I don't know if it's like a big group, a small group, what this group is, where they came from, but they feel like friends. And these are good. This feels like good times, like happy times. There's, you know, these are stable, secure people that you can depend on here. Okay. You know, that really, like invest in each other, you know what I mean? Like invest their time, their energy, like good solid friends. Okay. It feels like some sort of like yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this group is, but it feels good. Okay. So yes, this is what's going on here. And there may also be a person, maybe a masculine energy separate from this group. I feel like he may be kind of on his own. You may just, it could just be a friend or something. I don't know who this is. Maybe, for whatever reason, I feel like you may feel a lot better. You may do a lot better. The energy may be a lot better if you pull back from this person or hold back from this person. Okay, this may be somebody like I feel like they might take advantage of your kindness. Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's like they kind of, I don't know, kind of get a little like, I need help, but it's not true. And they're like, skirt off with whatever, you know what I mean? Your time, your energy, your money, I don't know. Yeah, and then there you are left like, oh, fuck, you know? Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be good to pull away from that person for sure. Hey, Raymond, so these readings are for donation. And that information is in the description box below, my darling. You are still doing so good. That was all very good energy. That was great energy. I mean, if it feels like, you know, you're healing something very deep, deeply rooted, right? Like, and, you know, those people, those type of people, they'll come and go, okay? And you just, it's just trusting yourself, right? Using your discernment, you know, it takes people, you know, it's good to have confirmation for quite a while. You know, it takes some time before you really, really learn to lean on your intuition. You know what I mean? You're doing great. You're doing great. Oh, thanks, Antoinette. Okay, so I got a donation from Jefferson. I won't say the last name. I love you so much. And truly, like, you know, allow yourself to fully heal this. I'm telling you, you're going to feel great. Hey, Jefferson, what's your question? Thank you so much for your donation. And thank you very much, Tink. But yeah, on this journey, you will have people like that. And, you know, it's your heart, right? Your heart, you want to be kind. You want to be compassionate. You don't want to hurt people's feelings. You know, you want to help when you can, you know. But you got those takers and they'll take. Okay, so Jefferson wants to know what's coming. What's coming for Jefferson? What's coming towards Jefferson? What's coming? Maybe let's talk about maybe in the physical or whatever. But what's coming for Jefferson? What's next for Jefferson? Ooh, okay. Oh. Sorry, don't listen to my responses because it could all come out completely different. Just let me get some cards out, okay? Okay, so something that you may have kind of quickly got into, right? like something, it's like you may have like jumped into something or like moved towards something quick. Knight of Wands, you made a quick decision, and it's not a bad decision, right? But I feel like because of the quickness or the timing, it may have caused some burdens, okay? And also maybe like some sort of like extra work, or it's been kind of hard work or something like that. What's coming is this is going to balance out for you, okay? So something that, and you may be, yeah, and you are going to be feeling really good about your decision, right? But I think that like, I honestly feel like you made the right decision, right? But sometimes when we like, whatever this is, okay, Jefferson, sometimes in order for things to kind of like balance out, we kind of go through like ups and downs and rounds, like to kind of, I'm trying to figure out a way to explain it. It's about alignment at the end of the day, right? But yeah, so whatever this is, again, I think that it's maybe started feeling like a burden, you know what I mean, or like too much, or like, man, I shouldn't have done that, or this is gonna balance out here, okay? I have no idea what this is. It may have to do with some sort of like collaboration, okay, or something like that, partnership or collaboration, and it just was like, again, Knight of Wands is like, excuse my language, I wanted to say, like, hell yeah, let's do it, you know what I mean? But then it was like, oh, then reality set in a little bit, right? And so Eight of Pentacles, it's been a lot of hard work, but Temperance, you're going to, in Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be feeling good, okay? You're going to be feeling good. Okay, Raymond. You up? Thank you, Jefferson, for your donation. I hope that was helpful. What is your question, Raymond? Austin, I love you. I wish you well. Thank you, Raymond, for your donation. It's only 9 o'clock. Okay. All right. Love for the rest of August. Romantic love, right? Because sometimes Spirit likes to play games. The Divine likes to play games because they have jokes also. That's why God made the emu. And also the oil is phenomenal. But anyways. Thanks, Raymond. It was a mess before I braided it. All right. Tink, I also had like a little tiny nap earlier. Okay. So, romantic love for Raymond for the rest of August. What does he need to know? Romantic love for Raymond for the rest of August. Okay, Raymond. So first of all, there's going to be options, but I don't know that any of them are. Seven of Cups with the Nine of Wands. It's like saying there's lots of options, but they're underdeveloped is what I just heard. Underdeveloped, like mentally and emotionally. I'm not judging anyone, right? But this would be, people that you may have to like, but tell me, what's this Knight of Cups here? Okay, and this may actually be like the current situation. What's this Knight of Cups? Because this looks like you may be walking away from, oh, okay. We have the Tower with the Devil here. Why is the devil here? Are you dealing with someone? I don't know if there's already someone kind of in the picture, or there may be someone coming in the picture here that is very wishy-washy, is very Seven of Cups is kind of like not living in reality in some type, you know, I don't want to say it's reality, but it's like they could be very manipulative, right? Like look at this guy, you know what I mean? It's like and he's got all these things around. It's like he's trying to like hypnotize, you know what I mean? Like with his eyes or something like that, right? To like coerce you into doing what he wants, right? You know, regardless of the, you know, the sex or whatever, that doesn't matter. It's just, but you get what I'm saying? Like there's a, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know that this election for August is good. Is it Raymond's Aquarius X? Well, that came out quick, huh? Four of Swords with the Ten of Cups. Wheel of Fortune, the World. Whoa, Ace of Wands. Is it Raymond's X? Is this energy Raymond's X? I don't think so. There's honestly a lot of water energy here. This is somebody who has like, I don't want to say a split personality, Raymond, but it's like they, or maybe they live like a double life. They're not giving me an answer on whether or not this is your ex. We did just come out of Mercury retrograde, but we are in the shadow side, so it would be possible that this person would come back. But as far as this month for romantic love, I would just stay inside. Okay, I hate to say it, but I would just stay inside. Okay, because it does not look friendly out there, okay? It looks manipulative. It looks, you know, like people who like will just put to rest whatever happiness that you have going on, right? Like you know, it looks like, you know, people that have you taken to the bed, you know what I mean? And nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. So yeah, I would just stay inside for August. But you do whatever you want, Raymond. Thank you for your donation. It's winter soon. We haven't even made it through to fall yet. Oh gosh, I'm so excited for fall. Anyone else excited for fall? You know what else is super exciting about fall is I have access to a leaf blower these days. Do they? Yeah, we saw Halloween stuff too. Zala was so excited. Right, exactly. If the stores are doing it, it's got to be true. Except for I'll probably be... No, never mind. People always complain about certain holidays being in the stores so early. But then maybe get excited about others. I'm probably one of those people. Yeah, for sure, Kels. Yeah, definitely Tink. La-dee-da-dee-dee. Well, guys, I don't know. Should we wrap it up? Or what? It's been like 45 minutes. 45 minutes. It's 9:10, which really isn't that late. It's ginormous. It runs our country, right? Because our country is a corporation that has to run off of consumerism. Otherwise, you know what I mean? Like, you don't create holidays and all of these things and, like, you know, hype up all of these, like, traditions that are, like, outrageous and, you know, make it bigger and, you know, every single year. Well, then the corporation fails because people aren't, you know what I mean? 10:10. It's 9:11 here. That's one of mine. Big boys. Sibling day. Which, I mean, are people really buying stuff for those days? I don't know. I usually just give a shout out on Facebook, but only on the kid days. Daughter Day and Sunday. They don't get nothing those days. But I do, you know, like for their birthdays, well, you know, but, you know, Valentine's Day and stuff. I like getting them little stuff. But I don't go overboard because that's silly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I was just like thinking to myself because I said birthdays. It was like, well, yeah, of course we celebrate birthdays. Duh. I'm getting tired. Look at this. Ace of Swords, Justice, Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Boom! Some good things are happening. Yeah, you're closing out a cycle. Some sort of indecision here is coming to an end. And there's some sort of justice for someone. Anyways, all right, guys, I'm going to go. Hey, listen, it's been really fun. I'm enjoying these little times. And again, once I feel like, you know what it feels like, honestly, is happening around here is it feels like I've aligned to a different, you know, like I've done a lot of inner work. And so I'm like literally building that external reality to match my internal reality, and then like other things are kind of changing too, and then we will kind of get back. I appreciate your patience and all of you for, you know, just hanging out and letting me do what I gotta do. And but I think at some point, you know, whenever the time is right, if I can get back to recording at least a weekly video on YouTube, that would be good. Definitely still doing it on Patreon, but. Aw, happy birthday, Vertical. Definitely, Kels. Definitely. And that is what is happening. So, I'm just letting it kind of unfold. It's very interesting. Life is right now. In all of good ways, you know. But, and I hope the same for all of you. But yeah. So, look forward to. There'll be a Patreon coming here, and I'm sure I'll be back here. You know. Gotta keep up with life in the meantime. So, I love you guys. We'll talk later.